record the first time. Today is a slightly different video. Today I've got one of my friends, Ryan, with me today, and he's brought along his Golf R Mark 7.5 for us to have a chat about, find out what he's done to it, all the modifications, what he likes about the car and what you don't like about the car. So, how long have you owned the car for? When did you buy it?
I bought it back end of March 2019, after my exam was written off.
By a drunk driver?
Yep. Not bitter.
And what modifications did you start with then? It's had a lot done to it now, hasn't it?
First one was debadging it, a colour match badge.
Yeah.
Brake caliper stickers, only £3.
Yeah.
And then wind deflectors, and then spoiler, then the wheels. The wheels were painted black.
Oh yeah, you painted the wheels black, which I really did not agree with you doing at all. I like them in silver. If we have got a picture of it, I'm going to put it on the screen now so you can see how much better it looked with silver wheels.
Yeah,
but we still don't agree on
they
that
were corroding though.
Yeah,
that's why I got them sprayed black.
They were diamond cut. Were they like diamond
They were diamond cut, but they cost £400 each to have service, so I thought I'm not spending nearly over £1,000 to get
I like the idea of diamond cut, but they're not probably worth
high maintenance as well.
So yeah, they do look good in black. I think you'll probably agree, looking at the shots from the outside of this car, I think you'll agree it looks pretty good.
And I have an obsession with black wheels.
And you do have an obsession with black wheels. I think all your last 4 cars have all been
black. Every single car I've had is black wheels.
Just turn down your fan, otherwise we'll hear a single thing.
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that though.
Go to the Irish car review.
Go to the Irish car review.
Well, I prayed to the Lord Jesus, and the Lord Jesus gave me a Golf R.
I probably will edit that out.
I think you should put that in.
I think put it in.
Wishful thinking.
I'm not going to edit that out, it's going to embarrass you. So you've had all those sort of modifications done, but you did the exhaust as well, didn't you?
Yeah, back box delete by Tony Banks.
Or a mid-box, no, it was a mid-box delete.
Because it was too quiet.
Yeah, so that was done at Tony Banks exhaust, where I've had at least 2 cars done there. But it makes the car sound like this, so it's pretty good, isn't it? It's so quick as well. It's so quick.
And it's standard, it's not
And it's standard. This car is standard, 310 horsepower.
311 apparently.
311, but I don't think you'll feel that one, if I'm honest with you.
DVLA says it's 308, but VW says 311.
But DVLA are always wrong about everything, so it's probably 310. But yeah, it's more than enough, and you can map these up to like 380, can't you?
360.
To be fair, it's enough power, especially for the roads like they are today, where they're just sort of, it's pretty awful. We've just tried to do some filming on the outside of the car. We were going to have a bit of a walk around, but honestly, the wind and the rain, we were just getting soaked, so decided to have a little sit in the car, and like I said, we just talked through the modifications that have been done, put some shots on the screen.
Oh, wing mirrors.
Wing mirrors, we've got wing mirrors.
3 types of aftermarket wing mirrors put on it.
Yeah. So why have you had 3?
Because the first ones were silver, and then I had some black ones.
They were standard, the silver.
Yeah, the standard. Then I put some black ones on. Then I got carbon fibre black ones, and then these carbon fibre black ones with the.
These are really nice. They're a bit like M3 vibes, aren't they? Really nice.
I saw a guy in America who had them, and you can only buy them from the States. So if you do buy them, prepare to pay some import tax.
What I'll do is, if you can send me over the links, I'll put a link in the description of all the parts that's fitted to this car, because there is a lot of them, and you have been through a couple of splitters as well, haven't you?
This
you started out with was it a Maxton one?
It was a Maxton one, yeah. And this one is an ECS, I think.
Yeah. The Maxton one just fell to bits every time you looked at a curb, though, didn't it? So.
Well, I drove into a curb.
Well, you drove into it, but they were just really brittle, weren't they? So. Yeah,
they'd snap, and then you can't sort of sand them off or anything because they just spark loads of pieces off. So you have to just buy a new one.
Yeah, and the rear diffuser as well.
Yeah, rear diffuser.
You've had 2 of them as well.
Yeah, it had like an add-on thing that a lot of people have got of Golf Rs, and they just look a bit. They just look shoddily built.
Yeah,
so,
well, they were. Well, it was really bad.
So I got the Maxton one.
You've had basically all the modifications you've done. You've had something on it before that you've had to replace because it was rubbish. So like the spoiler.
Spoiler's the same.
That had like a little lip on it though.
Oh no, the first spoiler I got was a really cheap Maxton one. They're quite common, but they look awful. Yeah. So I just got this
carbon one looks really good though.
Ultimate Customs I got that from.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll put a link in the description of all these parts that's been fitted to the car, because it really does like change the look of the car, doesn't it? When you first picked it up, it was a very like standard looking car, and I feel like as standard, the Golf R's. Oh, it locked up a rear wheel. This tractor did. Easy. Did you see it? Just locked the rear one up.
Did he shit himself?
Well, okay. Oh, he did it again. He's let us through. We're going to get the car covered in mud now. The little farty noise it makes when you change gears, brilliant, isn't it? But yeah, as standard, I think the Golf R's don't look as good as the Golf GTIs. I think the Golf GTIs standard look better because the wings are bigger, the diffuser's bigger, and and I just think with a little red strip on them, I think they look nicer. But
the TCI
with a few simple mods, you can make a Golf R look absolutely amazing. And this being the 3-door car,
it's rare as well.
It is rare. You don't see many of them, and I think
quite a rare one.
It does look a lot better for it. So what options has this car got?
It's DSG. It's got the panoramic sunroof, I think panel sunroof, and just 3-door.
Yeah, and 3-door.
And the Spielberg alloys, which are rare.
Yeah, they did look really good.
They did look nice. They did look nice, but they were starting to get...
It's got the upgraded audio, hasn't it, as well? It's got like a sub in the boot.
Dynamo,
whatever that is. So, not Bose, but it sounds good, so you can't play any music on because obviously copyright and demonetisation, which I cannot afford right now. So what's your favourite things about this car, would you say?
How quiet it is, unrattly it is whilst you're driving it, because I've had a VXR before and everything rattled. It rattled when you weren't even moving. And this thing is just, it's the quality of it. It's like, it's just sturdy.
Everything's solid, isn't it?
It's reliable.
Yeah.
It's not temperamental. The only temperamental thing is the parking sensors that suddenly go off for no reason whilst you're driving on the motorway, which frighten you.
Oh.
Which,
it just starts beeping.
It'll just randomly go beep, and it'll go front and say it's not working because it's got water or snow. It doesn't like snow. If you get snow on the lights, it freaks out. It thinks there's something near the car, but it doesn't.
So it's all the sensors because it's got the automatic crash detection on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, which has helped a few times.
Yeah, because not that you can't drive at all.
Yeah, so when you reverse, when you're parallel parking, if you're going a bit too fast and it gets too close, the car will brake so you can't hit someone.
That's really good.
Happened on the first day I got it, and Nick every now and then, if you have a little moment where it catches you out, it'll brake for you, which is very rare because I'm usually quite vigilant. But
you're a very good driver.
I'm alright.
Yeah, you're better than some. Yeah.
Handling is phenomenal.
Yeah, it's really good, and it holds the road like crazy.
It's absolutely brilliant, and it's also quite civil, and it's better on fuel than my VXR because that was 18 miles to the gallon.
Whoa.
At the minute, because we're in sport mode, it's doing 21 miles to the gallon.
But what will it average normally?
So if I put it into the normal mode, it averages on. If I'm doing 60, it'll average about 39, sometimes 42.
Oh wow, that is amazing.
I've got it to 50 miles per gallon. That was downhill though.
No, that is quite.
I was with Nick and we were going 50 miles an hour, and it's cheap to run compared to the VXR.
Yeah, because the road tax is cheap as well, isn't it?
£100 a year, I think.
Yeah, that's mad.
We all know VW's history of emissions.
The road tax is cheap just because of them messing up so badly they couldn't work out who was to pay what.
It's the best car I've ever had.
Yeah, it's just a better car than the VXR in every single way, isn't it?
Yeah, the VXR it looked stunning, but it was big.
And you did similar modifications to that. You did black wheels, calipers, rear wing
extension. It was a monster, but it was crap at handling. It was good in a straight line. It ate new tyres every 6 months. I've done 152 in a VXR, and I don't know if anybody's done 150 plus in a VXR, but it is scary because it's so
feels
twitchy.
Like a garden shed.
It's twitchy, but this...
My car felt more like a garden shed though, because my car started to disintegrate in front of your eyes because it was a Renault doing over 150 miles an hour, and bits started to come off it.
That
was a scary day.
Even on a country road like this, it's very smooth and it's not skitty at all.
And it's on 19 inches, so
and the VXR was on 20-inch wheels.
Yeah, you'd think it would be like rock hard, and it's not.
It's fairly comfortable. I mean,
it's like firm.
It's a firm car, but
it's compliant.
It doesn't give you back paralysis like we did when we went to Nürburgring. Remember the map done?
And you just got to like that. There was just traffic lights or something. It was like a load of roadworks, and I just said to you, I was like, there's so much of me that just wants to get out and stand next to the car because I'm sick of sat in it.
It was very uncomfortable.
It was so bad.
Recaros, they were not comfy.
No, and I had Recaros in my Megane, and they're not comfortable. They're overrated. What's your next plans? Have you got any more plans for the car? Is there any more modifications you want to do to it? Is there anything else?
The side skirt extensions.
You said,
it just needs a few bits of repair work because I have street parking, but I'm moving, and the amount of money I've spent repairing the paintwork from people who like to climb on my car bonnet and urinate on it on New Year's Eve, which is an achievement.
So it does attract attention.
Yes, it attracts.
That's probably a bad thing, really.
It attracts
in some ways.
It's always men going, "Oh, missed a bit," which is the common street clean. Yeah. So one thing I love about it is the fact that it doesn't look like a sleeper, but it can surprise cars that are more expensive, more powerful because of its DSG gearbox. I love the gearbox. It's phenomenal.
It makes the difference, doesn't it? The DSG.
It's like lifesaver. I'll never buy a manual again.
No, I mean my Porsche being an automatic is only the Tiptronic, so the gearbox is just not in the same league. But I still prefer an automatic.
Yeah, there's so much more
I just
easier.
can't be bothered with changing gear.
No stall
I think it's because we're both probably going through like a Ford at the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's because we're both probably quite old now. We just can't be bothered to change gear or something. It's probably just that. How long do you plan on keeping this car then?
Probably for another year and a bit.
And then would you
I'd
get rid of it? What would you get rid of it for? What do you replace this with, really?
The Mark 8 does look beautiful, but the price is eye-watering. For a hatchback, for a Golf,
It's mad, isn't it?
not worth £58,000.
By the time you've optioned it up, they come to 58 grand.
Yeah, no, nearly 60 actually. But I would love an A45, but they are a lot more expensive.
And you'd end up with like an older one, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
If you had,
Other than the new ones are about 50 odd thousand. 60
yeah, so
grand.
you could sell this and you could buy like one of the older AMG A45s, which
Yeah.
would be a really good replacement, I think. Like they are more powerful, aren't they? And
They are stunning.
they are stunning cars.
Even the brand new one I do like. The A35's nice as well.
The A35's really nice, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go for a quick coffee at McDonald's because I'm an addict and I'm starting the caffeine from this morning is starting to wear off and I'm getting a bit tired. So we're going to go to McDonald's, have a coffee, and then I'm going to be having a little go in this. Right, so I'm now getting to have a go in the Golf R for like I think about the third time, but I've not driven it that much. Get it out onto the road and we'll take it up on us now. Right, first acceleration. Oh, it's amazing. It's so fast, it's ridiculous.
Just direct power straight away.
Yeah, and you don't even realise how fast you're going actually.
It doesn't lag as much as a turbo usually used to.
Not
It's
at
about
all.
0.7
I don't know
lag.
what speed we were doing there.
Sounds like you're in manual.
Oh yeah, I'm in manual. No, I'm in manual. I'm pressing the buttons. Yeah, this is like we're coming out of this corner now in second gear. Foot hard now. The speed in which it changes gear is ridiculous. Right, we're on to Mount Ray circuit now. I love bringing cars up here, it's so much fun. Oh my god, the pull up that hill. Sorry.
Oh, he's not happy with it. He was not impressed.
He was not impressed.
Steady on, Joe. Don't crash it. It's the only car that's frightened me.
Oh,
Even when I'm driving it,
it is quite frightening. And I think,
Driving a passenger.
yeah, well, yeah, it's your car. I'm just ragging the nuts off it.
One's like that.
See how well it comes out of a bend in the wet. Look at that, it's full hard hill. That is phenomenal. The road's wet, and yet you can just come out of a bend and just run. It's the gearbox. It's so much fun to use. Like most manuals, most automatics even aren't even fun to use. But this is so satisfying when you pull these paddles. Especially these.
But it just allows you to concentrate more.
It does,
And then
because
more
you don't
fun
even have
because
to
you're not
use them.
looking about.
You don't even have to use them. You can just drive it normally. And I think the car does pick the right gear at the right point. Like if you floor it, it drops down to the appropriate gear, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need to drive it in manual. I mean, what we could do is go to the starting grid and I'll do a launch. So to get launch control going, how do we do it? It's traction.
Are you in manual?
I'm in.
Are you in auto mode? Right, so you press that. So now what you do is you press your
Left foot on brake.
and then
Mash
tap,
that.
and it should say it's
There
ready.
we go.
Tiny bit of wheel spin. Do you feel the right wheel go?
Oh my god.
It pins you, doesn't it? It's brilliant.
That's absurd. Oh
That's
my
that's
god.
my favourite thing is the launch control.
That's what
As a passenger, it's better.
oh my god, that's
If you get a
mad.
Golf R, you need to take your mum or your dad. if they're older as well, into the launch control, because that's the funniest thing.
Do you know I'm going to do that again? Because that's mad. The road's wet. Oh no,
It's not ready. Hang on, that's why.
Traction off.
There. Hang on. There you go, you ready?
Yeah. Oh my god! Oh, that's ridiculous. It really does pin you back, doesn't it? It takes you by surprise.
I think it has a limit per day how many launch controls you can do. I think it's 5 a day.
Yeah, I think we're probably at that limit.
I think that's the third today.
Oh, that's the third today. Goodbye, clutch. Times 2. Yeah, I think to summarise how this car is, in my opinion, is it's phenomenal. Compared with my Golf Mark 6 GTI, it's a different car. Like I said before, I think the only similarity between this and the Mark 6 GTI is just the build quality. The build quality and the lack of wind noise. Other than that, you couldn't be in a more different car. The gearbox it's phenomenal. The speed in which it changes gear. I don't honestly understand why you would choose a manual car. I really don't. It's too good. And I know every single review you hear on these cars, it's always, oh, the gearbox is amazing. Well, I don't think I ever expected it to be as good as what it is. It is absolutely amazing. The noise that this thing makes with just a simple modification on the exhaust, again, it's just perfect. I don't know if I'd want to go for the full exhaust on one, because it could be quite loud. This is quite loud as it is, unless you cruise it really gently. I don't know whether I would go for a full exhaust on one, but I would definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, buy one of these. If I had this alongside my Porsche, I think it'd be just the most amazing two-car garage. I love my Golf GTI, but it's just in a different league. It's just in a different league. The traction you get from that four-wheel drive system. It's amazing, isn't it? What a car. And I can't imagine you'd want to swap it for anything else. I don't know. I honestly don't know what you'd swap it for. Because they're just mad. And that launch control, I mean, my facial expressions were probably a bit like... But genuinely, it's shocking. It is absolutely shocking, because you can drive it, you set off in second gear and floor it, but nothing prepares you for that. It's a really brutal launch. And
even after having it for 2 years, it still surprises you.
It still surprises you. And I'm guessing from a passenger seat, it's even more surprising, because you've not got the steering wheel to hold on to.
When I did it earlier on, because that's the first time with the launch control in a year, I've forgotten.
It surprises you.
It surprised me.
It must have like an overboost function. It must be producing more power on that launch than it is.
Probably, yeah. Because that's one of the reasons why it's limited, don't they?
But yeah, I absolutely love this car. It's definitely one of the best cars I've ever driven, without a shadow of a doubt. It's amazing. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a slightly different one, getting someone on the channel, getting a different car on the channel, and I intend to do quite a few more of these type of videos. I've already had a conversation about which cars to get on next, and maybe Ryan will join me again if you don't get abuse in the comments. I mean, don't abuse him in the comments, otherwise
you can do, because
I mean, you can do.
I'm self-employed and I work at home, so I have a lot of spare time.
Yeah, there's a lot of spare time, so any trolls he'll be on to you.
I will find your address on phone.
But if you have enjoyed this video, if you can give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, for plenty more videos like this one to come. I'll pop your social medias in the corners of the screen somewhere, maybe over here, or if I can't do that, which I probably can't, I'll put them down in the description. So go and follow Ryan. He's an artist, self-employed artist, so go and check his work out on Instagram, because it's amazing.
Ryan Chadwick Art.
Yeah, Ryan Chadwick Art. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.